need to act upon it immediately. You cannot say, I'll do it next week. It is here and now. If not so, never. And we found every person under the sun at one time or another faces crisis. And it is true. You can never be a person under the sun and one day or one time you have no crisis. Even a class 1 boy has a crisis. Let me tell you, for example, when a child is carrying a cup, then full of uji, then the cup falls and the uji is poured out. Is that a crisis to the child? The child begins crying, oh, mom, it has fallen. That's crisis. So each one of us can face a crisis in one way or another. Well, our lesson here today, how come this thing is not responding? Oh, it is almost responding. Okay. As you see, we are looking at handling marital conflicts. They shouldn't respond. Sorry? It's responding very slowly. Why? This side is okay. Oh, it is my problem. It is me who are not opening it fully. Handling marital conflicts. It's a short lesson, but important. Then today, the Lord be praised. There's no rain. We are going to run home very fast. On Monday, I reached home about 9:30. Yesterday, it was 8:30. Today, maybe 7:30. You may never know. Okay, let's come to our point here. Since the man are praying for us, we go ahead. Okay, we are looking at what is this theme. Marriage is a covenant between a man and a woman to be united as a husband and wife and live together in that union until death separates them or Christ comes. That is marriage. In the language of the Bible, there is no divorce, there is no separation, there is no desertion in marriage. Once you say, this is my wife, until death comes. Once you say, this is my husband, until death comes. Anything short of us, contrary to God's will. This union is faced and challenged by many issues which threaten its existence unless they are handled well and on time. One of those issues is occurrence of conflicts. Did you know one of the institutions God created is marriage? Of course, He created 2 at the creation week. And the 2 of them, the devil has invented in a very serious way. Think of Sabbath. You're going to talk about the Sabbath keeping, which is Saturday. People look at you and ask you, are you normal? Are you okay? Saturday. And go to church on a Saturday. Imagine somebody says, Pastor, I want to leave my husband. Why? The man is unreasonable. The man cannot think well. But my sister, the Bible says, no, that cannot happen. I can't stay in such a marriage. The devil has invented marriage in many, many, many ways. What is a conflict? What is that thing you are calling conflict? That really which can damage our marriage? Well, according to that dictionary, to conflict is to clash. It is to contend. It is to oppose, to dispute, to wrangle, to fight. You know, these English ones are very many. They mean the same thing, but they have different shades when you interpret one by one. Family conflicts, therefore, are clashes and contentions and oppositions, disputes and fights, both verbal and physical, found in families and marriages over various domestic issues. In this lesson, we are limiting ourselves to the husband-wife conflict. Youths here can benefit from it. Because if I deal with all the conflict in the marriage, it may be so wide. So I limited it to the husband and wife. What happens? What makes a husband and wife have conflicts? Let's try if we can go somewhere. When the husband and the wife have the above issues, which above issues? What did we say? What are those above issues? The clashes, the contentions, the oppositions, the disputes, then, and the fights, both the physical and the verbal. When a couple, therefore, we are saying, when a couple has those issues regularly, that is, they can daily or weekly or monthly, the couple has conflicts. They need to be resolved the soonest possible, or else they're going to damage their marriage. When you have a conflict today, and the next week, and the next week, they come on and again, you need to do something. Where do they come from? Can they be avoided? You need to correct. You need to have a new mind. I can't live with my wife like this. Neither should I live with my husband like this. Therefore, what do I do? Sources of conflicts. Where do they come from? A husband and the wife usually begin their union with a high level of love between them. The love between a young couple is usually passionate, fervent, enthusiastic, and ardent. But what happens from them? For them, it should be for them to develop a life of constant wrangles between them. Look at this girl and this boy courting one another. Wow, the way they feel between them two. It's good. My brother, are you married? Hey, let me assume you have a girlfriend. When this girlfriend comes near you, you feel heaven has come down. You feel good. When this young man comes near you and he says, Linian, I love you. You feel some chemical reactions from the thought to the Genesis to the revelation of your head. But then get married. And the person declares, now I declare, Jiwe na Kajiwe is a husband and a wife. Now you have got in Nyumbani, we have those names like Kiremi and Karemi, we have Kenyua and Kanyua. So we have Njiwe and Kajiwe. Those who have been married here today, these are married here. Where do problems originate in marriage? Let's try. Okay. General causes. General causes of conflicts. We have what we call the general ones and what we call the usual and the real ones. These are the general ones. Number one, the type of the family one has come from may be the source of frequent conflicts. What does that mean? One has seen father and mother clash all the time and therefore assumes it is a normal married life. So the individual causes conflicts even on petty issues. Because you have seen your father and your mother wrangle continually, you assume this is how married people behave. No, there is a problem between your parents too. And so don't assume this is the normal way of marrying people. It is not. Hey. Number two, the person's temperaments may cause unnecessary conflicts. A conflict is always missing. Indeed, a very talkative person, or a person tuned to singing all the time, everywhere and in a loud voice, may make the spouse feel uncomfortable, thus engineering strife. For example, my husband really likes singing. And so, my baby has just slept, the man begins singing, Pendoni furahani kweli nesturi. Then the woman says, my husband, the baby is sleeping. Oh, I'm sorry. 3 minutes. Twende kwa Yesu. And the man sings unconsciously. Even he does not even plan to sing. That thing comes, even not in the mother. The one is offended, my husband or my wife. Those type of temperaments. Now I visited this couple here. Then I'm talking to the man. How are you, my brother? I'm fine. By the way, yesterday we were in church. Yes, you were there. Did you hear what the pastor said? Before the man answers, the wife answers. Yeah, he said, 1, 2, 3. The husband is offended. Because I have not asked the wife, I was talking to the husband, the woman has just jumped to answer. No, well, she has not really done a sin. She has a quick answer. The man is a slow mover, but the wife can answer very quickly the same question. But one is offended. Why did you have to answer, Pastor? He never talked to you. Or 3 ladies have visited you. These ladies are talking to the wife. Then the man hears, oh, Mama Lillian, not that one. The wife is offended. Why is he answering a question? These ladies are asking me. The type of temperaments you have can cause crisis, conflict in your marriage. One's dislikes or likes may be a bother to the other spouse, thus causing trouble. For example, there was this kipindi in TV called Papa Chilandra. And then, Papa who? This mzee, big mzee, in his citizen. It comes on Thursdays. What is that? Papa Chilandra, you don't know him. And then the same time, there was coming there was another kipindi coming, Churchill. Oh, Churchill was coming the same time. But you have one TV, and you see, you have different channels you can open. If you go to Citizen, Papa Shilandra. If you go to NTV, Churchill. Now, the wife wants so much to see Churchill, those laughters. But the other one wants to see Papa Shilandra, the way the man is acting. The TV is one, and the time is the same time. What do you do? So you know what you do? You end up just putting it off. If you don't want me to see, then nobody will see it. Then you put it off. Crisis has come. Number 4, education level differences between a husband and the wife. Did you know what? When I'm officiating a marriage, when young people have come, Pastor, will you officiate your marriage? Sure, but you have to fulfill some conditions. What are they? Number 1, I have to do your counseling 7 sessions. Pastor, that we shall make it. You'll make it. The moment they come, the first session, who are you? The name. What's your age? Then I know the age. What's your education? If this lady tells me I'm PhD from University of California, and the man tells me I'm P1 teacher from Angola Teachers College, immediately I see a problem in that marriage. Immediately. And so I begin talking to these young people. Hey, did you know 1, 2, 3, 4? You know, I had a cousin. I was by then in the CKC, 1987, 88, 89. By that cousin, and he finished from 6. My first cousin, baba yake ndiye mkubwa kuliko baba yangu, a girl. And then she did it from 6. She got 3 principals ready for university. She came. She was a Pentecostal. Even now they are Pentecostals. Hey, Brother Njage, I want to get married. No, don't get married. I know you're going to university. And by the way, who is entitled to marry you? So and so. I knew the man from home. This man was from 4, was a failure. This girl has done from 6, she's going to university. My cousin, my sister, I used the one, Kemeru, my sister. This man, as much as you love him, will interfere with your happiness as a wife. Why? But he is converted. He is a Christian. We are born again. Yeah, but there are some things in marriage, those things can never work. Even if you are born again, there are some things Jesus cannot do for you. Like what? Bringing harmony to your husband who is unreasonable, or to your wife who is unreasonable. No, Pastor. Anyway, I'll go ahead, my sister. She went to a wedding, a powerful wedding. Then the next year, university. First year, second year, she calls me. My brother Njage, where are you? How many Karura? Please visit us. Where? KU. Where are you? Just come near KU Primary School, inside. Okay. Yes, my sister, I'm here. My brother, you are right. The things you are talking to me, those that you are right. This man of mine, you know, sometimes he thinks like a baby. I told her, where? I told you never listen to me. Look at this one here. If the wife is more educated than the man, she may have superiority complex of her husband, thus overtaking the government or the roles of her husband in the family, causing crisis. Imagine you are married lady, and you are deciding everything for the family, even if your husband is there. Even instead of course, you know the way out, but instead of getting counsel or consulting, confiding to your partner, my husband, what do we do here? Can we do this way? Maybe the man has no answer, but by you coming to your husband and you ask him, my husband, I think you can have a black TV. Can you have black TV? He says, no, why don't white? Maybe white TV, sometimes they get very rushed very quickly. Can we change? But you as a wife, you just decide, you are buying a plot in Komorok, you just buy. Easily, you just go there. Here comes a child. Dad, and I'm going to play with my sister there, my cousin there. Fine. The wife comes. Papa John, where is John? He's going to play with our neighbor's child there. Who permitted her? Who permitted him? I permitted him. Why did you permit him? Why? The woman is on me. Because of her level of education. Because she has more money. She has maybe a bigger post. Maybe because of what? Let me tell you something. It affects. I've been solving many problems in this city simply because the woman is more educated. Now, get it right from him. The woman may not be the trouble causer. No, it is the second one. What is the second one? The husband may have inferiority complex to his wife. That's abdicating his family, family leadership roles to his wife, causing constant quarrels. What am I talking about? Here is a man, because he's a P1 teacher and the wife is a PhD. Therefore, the man says, I've left everything to the wife. Child caring, the wife. Whatever it is, the man is not concerned. These issues are there. So, my young men and my young sister here, when you are courting this girl and courting this man, be careful. Don't say Jesus is there, is able to. There are some things you enter into, they automatically damage your marriage. Not because education is bad, because of either superiority you get or inferiority the man will develop. Troubles will come. The fact that husband and wife are two different instituted people automatically causes for possibility of conflicts. Just because she's a woman and I'm a man, hiyo peke yake can cause conflict. Just because of gender differences, makeup differences, this can cause conflict also. That's interesting. It is important you know it. And so, those are what you call the general causes. Those are the general causes. Let's come to the obvious ones now, which, these ones are terrible. Which really, by the way, the first ones may not cause. Are you hearing me? Being educated more than the other one may not cause conflict, by the way, yes. Being a man or a woman may not cause, it's not automatic. But now we just come to the obvious ones, which will cause trouble in your marriage. What are they? Number one, lack of or poor communication. That one will cause trouble. You keep quiet to your husband, to your wife. Even we as parents, if we keep quiet to our children, or we as children, we don't share with our parents, troubles will come. My brother, my sister, if you want to succeed, learn how to communicate, not only in marriage relationship, in all other areas of life. I lived in this house here, 7 years. One day, I was going to Kawangwale. Just there, the stage, Kumi, by then it was Kumi. I don't know how much is now to Kawangwale from here. Shilingi Kumi. I just went inside. We wanted the 4. Then there's a stage called Sokoni. Then the one of the passengers said, "Weka Sokoni, keep near the market." Fine. So the driver stopped. Then this lady had a long dress. When she was going out, it was caught by a part of the vehicle, chuma flani. So one leg was on the floor, the other one was inside. This conductor saw as if the woman was out. The woman screamed because one leg was here, the other one was inside, and the dress almost became torn or got torn. What was the trouble? Communication. The way the conductor communicated to the driver could have caused crisis in this woman. Let me tell you something. 95% of our family issues, they come because we don't know how to talk to our spouses, to my husband, to my wife. You young people, you young men here and women here, know how to talk to your father. Baba, can I talk to you? Yes, my son. You know what? 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Why? 1, 2, 3, 4. Talk to your mom. Mom, you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, my daughter. Why? Because of this and this and this. Never assume. Your father has told you, Lillian, I don't want you to come here at 10 at night. Yes, Dad. But like on Monday, Monday or Sunday, Monday it rained heavily. Jam was terrible here, but it has not rained in Karura. So your father is waiting for you at 8. Only to discover you have been on the road here for 3 hours up Valley Arcade. Get your phone. Mom, we are in traffic jam. The vehicles are not moving. And by the time I reach town to get my tattoo with 108, I'm in trouble. You mean, where are you? It has rained heavily here, Lavington. The river, river what? Not the Kucha, there's a river here. River what? Kirichwa, eh? There's a river here, it's called what? Kirichwa is full, flooded. The father will understand. The mom will understand. But when you come at 11, Lillian, what about, Mom, it rained. Where? There. But it has not rained here in Karura. But you need to rain there. You, of course, the father may be wrong, but also you are wrong. Why didn't you tell your father? You know the rules of your father. Communicate. This communication is not only for married people, even for you as parents. Let the parent know. No, let the child know what you wish as a father. My daughter, please, my daughter, come here. This is the type of dress I want you to put on. 1, 2, 3, 4. My son, this is short, this is trouser, I have makalio, which is I have makalio. It cannot follow, it is not rising up. No, communicate. And I will tell you again, experts in family matters, they say major issues in our marriages, lack of communication. If it is there, it is yes, no, I don't know, probably, perhaps, maybe, poor communication. Number 2, repeated mistakes from either or both the spouses, which may seem intentional or aiming at something to the other spouse. This is a husband or wife doing the same mess. For example, the wife, the husband says, my wife, please put so little salt in the food. Thank you, my husband. The next day, hey, Likimagandi, Likimagandi, the whole salt has fallen to the Mom, my wife, I'm sorry, I don't know. These hands of mine, I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know. The next day, a repeated mistake. This is the man. The house is clean. You come in. You just go in your dirty shoes. The wife comes and looks at my husband. Please leave the, I'm sorry. I know I was in a hurry, I'm sorry. The next day, a repeated offense can make crisis, can make conflict. Number 3, interference from parents, in-laws, and relatives, which one or both the spouses accepts at the expense of the other. Oh, I am the young man. This is my wife. Our parents are here from her side. Our parents are here from my side. Now what I do, I listen to my parents 100% plus 1. And then I obey my parents 100% plus 1. Not knowing some of the things my parents are telling me, they are not fit for my wife. And you see, these are the things we are teaching young men before they get married. This is why in Lavington SDA Church, if your son is getting married, ask him or her, have you got counseling, enough counseling to face marriages? Young men, you call a pastor from Malindi. Hello? You are getting married this coming weekend. And who is officiating minister? Pastor of Malindi Central. When does that pastor come? He gets the night Malindi march from Malindi, 4 p.m. in the evening. The bus reaches here at 7 in the morning. He comes here, officiates marriage, back to the bus again. This time SGR. SGR. What have you done? And for me, pastor, for me to do that, that's a mess. And I've been telling my pastors, never officiate a couple you have never settled down with them. Let the wife know what is a woman. Let the man know what is let the man know what is a wife. Let the wife know what is a man. This girl, this boy, you assume marriage is just matching and in white dress. It is much more than that. By the way, some of you assume marriage is sex. Utashanga. It is much more than that. That is only 1/20th of the marriage. The 19% in nini, I will tell you later, but it's not today. It is not the man alone. Even this lady can listen to her mother so much. Can I give you an example? One day in Nairobi here, A mother has come. Huh? Mother has come from Mushago. Mother to the wife. And she came. The family, she was well received. And then she began looking at the other houses. She began complaining. Your husband has not brought you a sofa set. Your husband has not what? How come your husband is letting you sleep stay in a so poor place? You know where you came from? Yeah. Until the wife has from the instructions of the mother. When the mother went, hey, the wife was 100% degrees centigrade. My wife was it. You know, my mom, in fact, my mom was surprised where we are staying. Why? What about it? You know, you see, you understand. The lady brought the problems because of her mother. Another one. There's another her papa too. Very good wedding ceremony over. They went to their home. Then after a few days, the mother to the girl came and they found the sofa set of the young men. They are torn. They are not very smart. My Lillian, my daughter Lillian, not Lillian. Lillian is just your name. You can't be sitting on a sofa set like this. Tomorrow I'll bring a pickup full of new one. I'll take these ones. The lady says, thank you, ma'am. But she never communicated to her husband. So the husband went to job. Coming in the evening, there was a miracle in the house. Hello? Coming in the evening, there was a miracle. A new sofa set. Ma'am, my wife, what is this? It is my mom. What happened? You know, when she came here, she was humiliated to see the way we are sitting here. And she assisted us. Now, where is my only sofa set? She went to give it to anyway, are you not thankful for what mom has done for us? Hey, the men saw danger. This woman is going to run my house. He told the young lady, my wife, go out now to your mother and tell her to bring my sofa set. Otherwise, the marriage is broken from today. Will you go? No, you are not appreciating. No, the issue is not appreciation. You are doing things with your mom, and I can never accept this. Poor handling of the family resources, such as money, plot, or shamba. This in Nairobi has taught me a lot of things here. One young couple somewhere under the sun, they bought a plot in Ngong. Then they built a good house, intending to rent, to just getting some income. When it was painted and complete, now they were looking for somebody who can come in. The lady found somebody to enter in. My husband, now we have somebody who can enter our house next month. No, I think there are people in the house. Who? My 3 brothers are staying there. Your 3 brothers came to the house, you never told me. Anyway, they are just looking for a job, but they'll go out quickly. Can I tell you the truth? They stayed there for 2 years and never went out. Half the house was built by a loan of this lady. She took a loan from the bank. That is a man who has no common sense. You must know what can you do to offend your husband or your wife. This thing is done by both the husbands and the wives. We are saying no. Some of us married men who are married here. Some of us who are married here. For you young men, don't listen. But young ladies, don't listen. Close your ears. But for married men, you can hear. You know, there are many here. Their wives don't know their bank account. You know, there are many here. You cannot know even the salary of your husband. You don't know what your husband earns. Even you don't know the account the man has. Secrets. So, in a way that this lady can get her money, which her husband does not know, and take home 50,000 to her mother. 70,000, she has money, of course. To her sister who is in whatever she is in school, Jaramogi, university, is a university called Jaramogi? Semza Bondo. Lack of, this is serious. Lack of or intervention sexual relationship to and from either or both of the spouses. Pastor. Young people ask, Pastor, how can this lack? When it is there, young people can ask, young ladies and gentlemen, young and married ladies and say, Pastor, how can it be lacking and we are here together? My brother, let me tell you, the issue of sex is not availability of a woman or a man. It is here. The way you relate to each other on day-to-day business. Anyway, that cannot go further than that. Marital unfaithfulness. One or both the spouses have the extra affair. Did you know the rate of immorality in the churches is very high? Very high. And let me tell you, if you want to know the measure of Christianity in a man and a woman or a woman, it is the way the person relates to sexual matters. The way, if you are a woman, the way you dress. If you are married ladies, the way you put on your clothes will tell us that lady is immoral. Just by your dress you put on. Ladies and the men, by the way you relate to the opposite sex, the way you stand before a woman. We are in a church here. The preacher says, let's go for break. Let's go for break before the sermon. When we go there, look at the way this man is standing there before the other woman there. Look at this woman, the way she's behaving before this man here. Not in private, just outside the church there. There's no common sense. They have never known the boundaries even of standing. But here we are talking about real immorality. Going out into a fair, it can be terrible. Once upon a time, somewhere under the sun, I got a phone. My pastor, yes, I'm so and so. Can I see you? Fine. I come from very far, not from Nairobi, from very far away. I happen to come here for a few businesses. I'm going back to up country. My wife. My wife is moving. What do I do? Hey, the man is in trouble. Neglect of domestic responsibilities by either the husband, the wife, or both, thus leaving one of abandoned. This is so much like, especially today, men. Men, we have left our wives to suffer. Heavy burden. Tunasema, no. Let us work together. Let us help one another. By the way, what work can't you do at home? Even as a husband, daktari, what can you do to your wife? Is it carrying a baby? Is it feeding a baby? Or is it cutting onions and whatever? Or maybe mopping in the house, definitely. That can be so difficult. But even then, these days we have machines. You just stand. Brr, brr. After all, in many offices in Nairobi here, who are doing mobbing? Not even women. You see an electrical machine. Brr, the thing is gone. Clean, smart. Our wives are abandoned from job, then to kitchen, then to children, then sleeping late. 5 a.m., the lady is up. Of course, there's a house help, but she's not here enough. But for you men, poor handling of children, either by giving them too much freedom, becoming over strict, or both. Sometimes one parent shows children that the other one does not care or is not as important as myself. Hey, if it were not of me, what is your father doing for you? For sure you are the one. But must your children know it? No. You carry your own cross. God gave you strength to do it. Let not your children know the problems you have with your partner. Please, for heaven's sake. Of course, they will learn it. Let it not come from your mouth. Valuing other things or people more than your spouse. This may include the church work, job, parents, business, or anything else. Sometimes the husband or the wife esteems parents, siblings, and relatives more than the spouse. This will definitely cause conflicts. Imagine this lady has come all the way from Malindi. She is married in Kitale, Santa Kwanza. That's the place they call Santa Kwanza there. That's where the woman is married. From where? Malindi. Count the kilometers. Hundreds of them. This man in Kitale there begins abusing this lady. Begins not showing she's important. She can even tell her, don't talk to my mother like that. Publicly. Not realizing it's the mother who is abusing her very badly. I gave you the story the other day. In my brother's home, one of my cousins has 7 boys, and none of them has married a lady from our home. Not even a Momero. I come from Tharakanithi. Maybe he would have married Upper Meru. No. It's a Kisi, it's a Luya, it's a Mukikuyu, Mukamba, Mugiriama. They are all there. Then I was talking to the one that, my sister, what's her name? The name. From where? Kaptumo. Where's Kaptumo? Kapsabet. From Kapsabet, you go down. Who was your husband? This is my husband. My young man, my son. Imagine this lady from Kaptumo has come here. You just begin abusing her and letting her suffer because of your sisters or your brothers. Because you value these people more than you value this lady. Not because she has become rude to them, no. She has not become arrogant to mom, no. But because wewe ulizaliwa na mama kasikia uchungu, as if her mother never. Hello? Releasing sensitive family issues to people. This makes men feel insecure and ladies too have been betrayed. There are things you can never share outside. Of course, there are other things you have to share to be helped. Otherwise, you keep quiet, you die by yourself. But there are things, before you release, ask a question. Is this relevant? Is it worthy sharing? Am I being defeated to solve this thing until I go outside? Hey. Having no or poor relationship with God, a person whose heart is never open to God will never be open to the spouse. Did you hear that? If your heart is never really given to God, it will never be given to the spouse. You pretend to come to church, but then you are ziggy-zaggy in terms of your Christianity. You'll be the same way even to your partner. Oh. On the contrary, when a person's heart is genuine and wide open to God, it will be automatically open to people and more so to the spouse. How should the people handle? How should these people, especially married partners, resolve their problems? Quickly. The spouses must first of all establish the existence of a conflict. Is a conflict there, or is it just imaginary, or supposed, or a feeling? Do you have really a conflict? Or you are thinking in your mind, I think we have conflict. Or I imagine we have a conflict. Do you have it really? Therefore, find out if it is real, or you just imagine, or you feel it. Mimi naona tunashinda tu. When in a real sense, you have no problem. Possible causes of the conflict. Where do your clashes come from? The job, parents, children, the spouse, the church, relatives, or elsewhere? Hey, Pastor, where are you putting the church there? The church can bring troubles in your marriage. Which church? Even in Lavington, can you do it? In a seminar somewhere, Dorcas was very strong. Many women went to somewhere, Karatina High School. There was a place, Karatina High School. I was there, 1997. Many women. Then one of the teachers for health, Kufunisha Mambo ya Afya, was another woman. She taught about eating meat and all those issues. And then she concluded by, even this pork is very bad. There was a question from a visitor when they come to the seminar. Mwalimu, I have a question. My husband likes pork, nyama ya nguruwe. Every evening he must bring 2 kilos for me to prepare for him. Now that I've learned this thing is not good. This evening when he brings a kilo, what do I do? What shall I do when this man now that me I've learned about it? The woman is saying, my sister, you must stand like a Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They stood firm and they were put where? They were put where? Into the fire. And God rescued them. In short, my sister, the teacher continued, as I'm saying, when he brings that thing, just take it, throw through the window. Hey. Anyway, evening came, she was a day scholar, she went home. The man, as usual, brought half a kilo, this time half a kilo. My sister prepared for me. This man was good. He bought his own plates, his own spoon, anything for the gruhe. They were kept separate, not mixed with other utensils. And even we would go and bring them and bring to the wife, please, my sister, prepare for me, I eat and I could sleep. This time the woman never did. She took the piece of meat and he placed it at the edge of the window here. In his hand is here, So when the meat was kept here, this cat came, dropped the other side. So the men waited for 1 hour, no meat, for 1 or 2 hours. Mama Lilian, what about the meat? I didn't cook. What do you mean? Why didn't you tell me? Can I have it? I cook by myself. Going to look for it, it was not there. It is gone. When it dropped the other side, the umbwas came and the dogs came and took it. Can I tell you something? That's the beginning of the trouble in that family. How? Poor teaching. Wrong teaching. Unreasonable teaching. And this is set of Nairobi here. We have very many offshoots who are messing up in congregations, especially young people. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Before beginning tackling it, please pray honestly about it for God to give you. How do I begin? How do I begin? How do I begin? There's a conflict here. Can I tell you a story? This is a conflict between a drunken man and a police officer. The man was urinating somewhere. He never looked behind to see if there's a police officer. There were two. Akasikia kwa Kiswahili, maliza twende. Looking here, now I'm caught up. Instead of finishing the whole business, he cut it short. Are you through? Not yet. Then he finished, we go. The man thought, now what do I do? Today I'm going to sleep and tomorrow in court. He went a few meters, then he urinated there also. He has urinated here, then a few minutes, then the other side. Mzee, why are you changing the venue? Anyway, they took him into cell. Tomorrow morning court. It was strict, no urinating in that particular place. Mr. So-and-so, yes, Your Honor. Yesterday you were caught urinating somewhere here. Unakubali mastaka? Your Honor, I accept it. I'm sorry for it. But I have something to say. What is it? One of the officers also urinated there. So I thought an example. What do you mean? Yes, I saw it. And Your Honor, this is a joke. Let's go there and see urine for 2 people. What did the money mean? They would go and show here and show. Hey, the man, that was a serious decision. Plan on how to solve it. Now, this is the conflict. How do I solve it? Involve your spouse in the best way possible. If she or he is involved, talk to her gently. In other words, what I mean here, if she's one of the trouble causers of this conflict, become soft on her, on him. Talk to him gently so that she can participate in seeking the solution. Handle the issue objectively. Control your emotions and feelings the best way you can. Do not show that either you or your personality is being attacked. Neither should you defend your people, your opinion, or actions when on the wrong side. The wife says, my husband, no, your brothers are trouble causers here. No. I know you don't like my brothers, I know. And now I'm not objective. I'm now becoming so subjective that even if my brothers are wrong, my wife cannot even tell me what to do. It is a problem. It is a problem. And in marriage is not for children. It's for people who can use common sense in the best way. Never become objective. Suppose you mom, my sister here. Your husband has gone to church much ahead, then you have come back. Then the type of dress you put on a little funny. It is short in front, and it is short behind and long in front because of the size of the body. Then the husband comes to me, Mama Lilian, today how did you put the dress? How was it? It was short this side and long this side. And then the woman becomes so offended and he says, so what? It was on my dress. It was on my body. How did it bother you? The person is becoming subjective. And instead of saying, I'm sorry, I never knew it. In fact, I will never put this dress again. You know, I have so many stories, Christians, I can give you. We are in Congo, Kinshasa. Kinshasa, not the Kinshasa. The other town down there. For 209, pastors were put one place. We are so many from Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi. And then all the funds were to be charged to one place for prevention, for security. So the day before that event, some of us are so free with the people. I met a tall girl standing there. How are you, my sister? Fine. Where do you come from? Tanzania. Oh, you're a student at University of Dodoma, whatever the place. What are you taking there? Law. Oh, you are Monashelia? Yes, fine. Are you an Adventist? Yes, I'm an Adventist. My parents are Adventist. She was in a very tight trouser. And then we talked. Today myself, I'm Jagi from Kenya. I'm a pastor. I have a young man. You would like to get married in Kenya? Those are just, to make a friendship. Not really. I better be married in Tanzania. Fine. So we became friends. The next day now, she comes to change phones here. Our phone here. Pastors are sitting here. When she came, she just trying to squat. The trouser she had went down, and inner clothing became almost a half. Here, these people closed their eyes, they opened, they closed again. The lady is naked here. This was serious. Anyway, she left it there, she went there. Then in the evening, she was there talking. How are you? Yes. Naomba nikuulize swali. Kiswahili Tanzania. Naomba nikuulize swali. Yes, Pastor. How old are you? Yeah, I'm 26. Do you know you are you are my firstborn? Your age. Oh yeah, can you see your age? So you're my daughter. What would you do if your father tells you something that you may not want to hear? It depends on how he tells me, I will hear. Your father is talking to me, and I'm your father, yes. Yesterday, not this morning, you came to charge your phone here, and the things went down. Don't say like that, Pastor. It is true, and we were there. Can I tell you something? She told me, Pastor, from today, I'm not going to wear trousers anymore. She took my contact. When you came to Kenya here, Pastor, thank you for facing me squarely. Because some of us we needed somebody to tell us the frank what happened. And this trouser, I will never be in trousers anymore. I want to become become objective. The lady was objective. She would never say, Pastor, you are against me. She was objective. If you become objective in your family issues, you solve them and you go forward. Hey, finish, Pastor, we go home. Yes, in case you have tried it several times to resolve your conflict, but your spouse brushes you and the issue off, try to get help from a trusted friend or friends. But be careful what type of friends you share your domestic issues with. Here I've told you again, go to someone, but be careful. The person you are releasing your family matters with. Follow the Christian principles for solving your conflicts. What are they? Number one, never argue in the presence of your children. You will affect them negatively. Never quarrel, never argue. When your son or your daughter is hearing, even these girls and boys who are here, you see your father and mother quarreling. Hey, my brother, this brother here. Are you married? Oh, you're married? That's the partner? Wow, that's wonderful. Let me come to this man here. Because when you see I'm your father, your mom is here, we are quarreling together here. How do you feel? Do you say thank you? Do you praise God for that? You feel, no, this is not good. Choose the best time for your disputes. But if possible, not at night or early in the morning. If it be at night, make sure you resolve it and go to sleep without distress, pressure, or tensions. This affects both your physical and spiritual life. If you have to quarrel in the evening, please don't go to sleep in stress. It will affect you terribly. Let's go to the next one. Stick to the issue. Do not handle other unrelated issues to the current one. You make your conflict worse and more so difficult to solve. What I've done today, I was slashing around here. Then it began resolving. I forgot the slasher. I went to my house. The next day, my wife comes out, went around. Who brought this slasher here? It is me. I was writing yesterday. This is your custom. This is the way you behave all the time. In that way, you make things worse. Never bring yesterday's issue into today's argument. Deal with it today only. The one of yesterday, you handled it, it was over. Please never Never use the word you usually. Hiyo tabia yako. This is your custom. This is your behavior. In married life, young men and women, you use that language, you affect your spouse's boundary. Have an idea how the issue can be solved. In case your spouse genuinely asks you for the way forward, be ready to suggest on the best way to be out of the mess. Now, my husband, what do we do? Now, my wife, I've messed up. How can we mess up? How can we come out here? Hey, know how to handle the matter. Do not call your spouse names, Shenzi, Bure, Jinga, etc. Do not handle the person, but handle the issue. Because by abusing your partner. Did you hear that story of that mother with her daughter? The daughter messed up somewhere. The girl was not so big. She was 11 years. The mother was offended. Akauliza kwa Kiswahili, nani alizaa umbwa hii? The girl kept quiet. She never responded to mom. The next day, when the mother's temperatures were cool, the girl came, Mom, yes, my daughter, can I tell you something? Yes. Unajua, mom, what? Umbwa uzaliwa na umbwa nyingine. Oh. The mother never connected to this answer and yes and this question. Okay. Avoid holier than thou attitude towards your partner in resolving your conflicts. Both of you, in most cases, have a share of the blame. For us to come to begin wrangling here, not one partner, both of us have something to share, I will tell you. Even if you are innocent, be humble. Nyenyekea Bwana. Remember how David was handled by Prophet Nathan. When David has messed up, he comes, Your Excellency, the President, the King, I have something to share. What is it? And then he gave this story. The man ended condemning himself. He said, that man must die. You are the man. If you are the offending side, if you are the offending side, be a Christian and ask for an apology. You will not lose your dignity by saying, I'm sorry. You will never lose, if you're a man, you never lose manhood. If you're a woman, you never lose your womanhood by saying, my husband, forgive me. My wife, forgive me. That's the secret of happy families. Have a heart to say, I am sorry. Be willing to forgive your spouse genuinely and affirm your love to him. Let me give you this verse. You have not read any verse today. Psalms 130. Please open quickly. Psalms 130. It's not here, but it has come to my mind. Verse 3 and 4. The book of Psalms, Psalm 130, verse 3 and 4. Can you read? Any version? Haya. Zaburi 130 fungu la 3 na la 4. Psalm 130, verse 3 and 4. She is standing. Yes, my sister, read. Yeah. Then in verse 4. That's enough. Oh God, Lord, if you kept a record, tarakimu za maovu. Jage 1922 you did it. 1944, 66, 88, 99. All the sins I've committed, they are kept in a record by my partner. I will collapse very soon. As a man, never keep a record of the evils of your wife. As a wife, never keep a record of your life, of your partner. Ladies and married ladies and men, one secret of happy marriages is know the art of forgiveness. Forgiving is not what it means, we know. No. My sister, you have committed evil, but I forgive you. If you think you have genuinely resolved your problem, or at least a step forward has been gained, hug each other, or at least a handshake. When I wrote this thing, there was no handshake, by the way. At least a handshake with your spouse and affirm your love to him or her. My wife, I love you. Even if you have offended me, I still love you. I love you, my wife. I love you, my husband. Pray together and make a covenant to one another to try, by the grace of God, not to be involved in such a mess again. That type of a conflict, God, please give us grace to see tukaingia pale. How to avoid minimize? Quickly, how to avoid? Number one, before number one, As long as you live on this earth, couples will have conflicts of some kind, time and again. But these can be minimized. How? Number one, communicate. Hiyo tumesema. Number two, by each spouse genuinely trying to do the best to and for each other. Do the best to and for each other. Number three, trying the best to understand each other and to adapt living with him or her. Understand this person. She doesn't like these jokes, neither does she like this type of game. Understand your partner. As long as we're living together, even if I'm 90 years of marriage, I still should continue understanding my partner. Each spouse knowing the areas of his or her weakness so that proper care can be taken to avoid or minimizing clashing. You individually know where you are weak. That can correct. Let's proceed. Always depend on God for guidance. Please depend on God for guidance all the time. When the temptations to argue or clash or conflict come, the Spirit of God in you gives you on how to do it. There's a verse in Colossians 3 verse 16. No, 3 verse 15. How does it read? Colossians 3:15, the Bible says. It's not here. Those verses are coming. Colossians 3:15, the Bible says. For about the 4 more minutes, yeah, through. Colossians 3:15. My sister, the other lady in that version. Simama kwa sauti, yes. The Bible says. Now that one rule is in court, it is to arbitrate. Did you hear that? The Greek one there, for the one rule, it is a court one, whereby the judge listens to this case, to this argument, or this, therefore, because on this and this, I rule. And the Bible says, let the grace of God rule, not the grace, let the peace of Christ arbitrate, judge for you in the family. And the one secret of happy marriages, let the peace of Christ run and rule in your family. That is how you succeed these wrangles when they come. Use proper language all the time, not all the time, even when offended or hurt by your spouse. Do not be a hot-tempered and emotional person. Let the peace of Christ rule. Let each one of you build the personal life on God's word so that it will give power and strength to handle conflicts when they come. Have time for prayers as an individual and you too. Prayer strengthens the inner life of a person so that the daily crisis in life can be met with wisdom. Have enough relationship. That's another to happen. All the time, let love to your wife and respect to your husband guide you in all you do. Then, bye. It is over. Maybe you have a question. I want to ask you something. You want to ask something? Yes, my sister? Yes? Well, that's a good question. There are people like that. These seminars can help. We may not change you, kabisa, but it can help you to have an opinion. When I keep quiet, I offend my partner. Then I'm quiet for 1 week, 3 days, 4 days. How does she go? How does it is you have offended your partner, and you just don't want to? With Sister Lillian, you are quiet. You hurt him. You damage him more because he doesn't know what to do. He sleeps with the pressure, with the tension. So it is the offending party to become humble, to begin to say, "My sister, I am sorry. Please forgive me." The offending party. And you, if you are offended, he comes and says, "My husband, I'm sorry." No, don't talk to me. Or even you keep quiet. That is also a terrible thing. Both of us, either offended or the offending, let us know the art of releasing our tensions. Because even the Bible says, Ephesians chapter 2, verse 29, become angry but do not sin. Let not the sun is set when you are still annoyed. It is a terrible. It is bad for your health. Physically, that's very dangerous. But also spiritually, it kills you completely. Maybe if I'm here, tumalizie hapa. Yes, my sister? Domestic violence, I usually have a topic like that, but a few days I'm not to cover all those topics. Domestic violence is very common today, but for example, tomorrow I'll handle on Friday. No, tomorrow I'm handling what? Our parents and our in-laws. Tomorrow I'll handle our parents, our in-laws. Then on Friday I'll discuss Sabbath keeping in Christian homes. Then on Sabbath morning it will be forgiveness in the family. Then is Sabbath afternoon, challenges facing single parents. Then in the evening, I will handle, I don't know, I remember the one of the evening. So that particular topic of domestic violence, I don't know, unless it becomes a demand, we cancel one, we put it. It's not in my list in this session seminar. Yeah. When we have yeah. Thank you, my sister. That's a good suggestion. Let me go and see what I can do. That's a good topic. Otherwise, church, thank you so much. Since I don't see any other hand, we want to come to the end of our presentations today. Conflict will come. Please know how to handle it. And before you tackle it, close your eyes and say, "God, look at my wife. Look at my husband. Here's my daughter, my son, who is very difficult to handle. What do I do? Can I tell you something? God will give you a way out." He says, "Pray, and I'll give you an answer." Well, let's close our eyes. We pray together. Our Father, we bow ourselves before you this evening. We thank you so much for the way you have cared for us. God, I pray for each person in this house today. Some are married, some are not. Some have no spouses. They are single parents, single mothers or fathers. Oh God, have mercy on us. Give us a heart even to know how to live with another person in one way or another. I pray for this church, the pastor, the elders, every church member, even our visitors who have come to learn with us. May you speak with them. Thank you for hearing us. In Jesus' name, amen.
Our theme song, the first stanza and the refrain.
Maybe the last stanza.
The last one.
Yeah, the last one.
The last and the Jesus, make me wholly thine. Jesus, make me wholly thine. Let's go. Jesus, make me wholly thine. Then there's love at home. May thy sacrifice be mine. Then there's love at home. Safely from all harm I'll rest, with no sinful care, distress. Through thy tender mercy blessed, when there's love at home. Love at home. Love at home. Time doth softly, sweetly glide, when there's love at home.